What do you see? Yeah. What butterfly you want? I feel like there's a big stereotype around homeless people. They're uneducated and not caring about their mental health or physical health, or they've just given up on life. I want to keep on going. I want to keep on learning. And I've worked really hard to prove that just because I'm homeless doesn't mean I've given up on everything else. It's not my fault that I've been through all that I've been through, and this is what I have to deal with now.
The drink.
Oh,
Good night. You too.
Jasmine, sorry. No jumpy. You want to say hi to the camera?
Hi, Mama. Hi.
Here, do you want blue or pink? Mommy's gonna put pink in your hair. I was going to nursing school an hour away from Chicago, and I became pregnant. There you go. It was a really happy moment for me because I have polycystic ovary syndrome, and so the doctors were like, you're not gonna get pregnant. But then Jasmine came along. You can still watch it. No, Jasmine, let mommy get that. No, ma'am. It was a Christian school, and I didn't end up marrying the father. She always looks so beautiful. They ended up taking away my housing and my food. Thank you. There you go. That's when I started sleeping in my car and then couch surfing while still trying to go to school because I didn't have anywhere else to go. Yeah, you know what this is. I wanted to finish nursing school. I wanted to get a job. I wanted to get a house for me and my daughter, but it was really hard for me to juggle everything while the college was not really giving me any resources. Yay! Yeah, good job. I overheard one of my friends saying they have more resources in Chicago because Chicago's such a big city. You can come in.
Got someone stuck here. So we'll just work on the childcare application.
I live in a TLP, and that's a transitional living program. It's a step up from a shelter because I get to stay inside throughout the day, but it's not my own place yet. It's basically just like having a roommate, but it's a stranger that I don't even know. Are you
She's
still
so close
building?
to talking.
Yeah, she says hi really well when she wants to. Like a very pronounced hi and then a very pronounced bye. I really wanted to try and get her into the Montessori.
Yeah, that's the one that I called.
Oh, okay. I heard Montessori really helps like learning. Do you need help?
And it's very like independently focused.
I know you're frustrated, Jasmine. Oh no. Oh no. Do you want to try and put it together again? Here, it's the other way. It's this way. Okay. Oh, are you tired? Good job.
Usually Montessori, they kind of like can explore and see what they're interested in, and like it's like less structured than a typical daycare.
Yeah.
So that could be cool for her.
I obviously make sure like things are safe,
Yeah.
but really for her to like find out what she wants to do and what she likes.
Anything else you want to talk about today?
Do you know anything about subsidized housing and how long that whole thing takes?
I don't think we usually like work with outside agencies on that.
Okay.
But if it's something you're interested, we can look into like applications and stuff.
I just don't know how long it's gonna take.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a little upset about my credit because living in a transitional apartment compared to a normal apartment, there's a lot of rules to follow. It almost feels like a halfway house. They check in on you, and there's been times they've just like came in on me dressing. You want more? And it just feels like I don't really have a whole lot of privacy.
She was parched.
Yes. It is frustrating sometimes. It's like, why can't I just live my life? Like, I'm already going through so much. I just want to be able to do simple things. I actually have an email about it too. It says, I'm pleased to inform you that a 2-bedroom Illinois SRN applicant, be careful, Jasmine, has become available. We're one of the several households from our inclusionary housing waiting list to be notified of this available unit. It sounds exciting, but
Yeah.
hopefully it works out.
Let me know like what happens with that.
It's definitely hard just like jumping from like shelter to shelter and then to a transitional living program. And it's just like, I just wish I could have my own place to call home, I guess.
Bye, Jasmine.
Say bye. My name is Kimberly. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm feeling a lot of emotions today, but good emotions. Do you want to say your name and your pronoun and how you're feeling? How you're feeling today?
And how I'm feeling today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Youth for Truth is a program for homeless youth that I go to every Wednesday at the night ministry.
Since I'm doing the inspiration talk on mental health, I saw this post, so I want to share that with you guys today. When you're homeless, you're always in pure survival mode. It basically heightened all of my mental health issues times 10. No matter where you are in life, no matter how low you have sunk, no matter how bleak your situation, this is not the end. This is not the end. I've always dealt with mental health issues ever since I was 9 because my dad left, and then my mom was going through a struggle too, and I felt really depressed. You will find I'm diagnosed with bipolar with schizophrenia symptoms, depression, anxiety, PTSD, and ADHD symptoms. And I know that's a lot, and it is a lot. I don't give myself enough credit on how I'm really functioning and surviving in the world. Don't give up. You're more than worthy. You deserve to experience how great life can be, and you owe it to the world to be that positive change for others who will look to you and say, she did it, he did it, and I can too. But yeah, I just thought that would really resonate with a lot of people.
What else?
10 minutes to explore a new idea, 10 minutes to build a lasting memory, 10 minutes to recognize the good stuff, or 10 minutes to let your mind wander.
Yeah, let my mind wander.
We can do one at the end of each meeting, maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a smart idea. That'd actually be a good time to like read.
What did you put for that?
Visiting Japan and skydiving.
Skydiving?
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a rush.
You think?
Michelle,
You think?
do you think you would skydive?
No.
See,
No,
see?
you want to, but you know, I've tried to go 3 times and I backed out every single time. I just couldn't jump.
And I was like,
Get me back on the ground. Then anyone to share if you want.
2 things in your life for the world around you that are changing. I said my mental health and my spiritual guidance.
3 things that meant a lot to me is my family, friends, and mental health.
My daughter, number 1. 2, I want to start a business. 3, still helping others. Whatever I'm doing, I just want to help people. So, yeah, that's important to me.
You've done so much. So many people are ready.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Just getting started. Shout out.
You can do it. Sorry, she's just Jasmine. But on the email, they said that this unit is available, but I'm one of several households from the wait list. So like, how likely is it that it is ours? I didn't know the whole process of CHA and like getting in and like maybe I'm gonna get a house or an apartment right away because I don't want to stay in shelters anymore. So it is mine. It's just like it'll take like 3 months to get in.
Right.
But it is like official.
Yeah, it's official. Just be patient. You can be.
Okay, so it'll just take months, which is completely fine, but like.
You do it. Okay. Just hold on.
Okay, that's really good to hear then. Okay, thank you again. Bye. Okay.
This is yours.
Yes. The process is just gonna take a bit and hopefully like nothing happens in the process, like bad happens in the process. So as of right now, yes.
Thank you.
I know, thank you. I'm gonna try not to cry.
You're not control.
Okay, Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine. Okay. Do you want to get out? Because mommy has an appointment. Oh, gosh. Okay. How are you?
I know that I do come across as like put together and organized.
I have my associates in biology. Like, when I went to high school, I also did college credits. So when I graduated high school, I also graduated with my associates in biology. I'm really proud of my degree because I worked really, really hard because throughout high school and college, I had an IEP. I don't know how I did it, but I got through it. It's an accommodation to help you because your mind works at a slower rate. I just wish I could function normally and not have all these different thoughts or like flashbacks or anxiety or just like bouncing back and forth in my head and just like going up and down with everything. So that's when I saw the doctor, and she was saying that I have bipolar with some schizophrenia symptoms because of what I've been going through living at shelters and everything. My mental health has been declining.
With my mental health, it varies. Like, there's a lot of off days that I have because I struggle with so much.
Here, mommy's gonna get you out. I know, mommy's getting you out, Jasmine.
It just feels like that I can't even focus correctly like today. I'm so sorry.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oof. I feel like a lot of people think that like I'm okay and that I don't have anything wrong with me.
In reality, it probably means that I'm struggling 5 times as hard just to get one task done. It's honestly, it hurts me because it just feels like because of the things that I'm doing, I don't deserve to have help.
It's okay, Jasmine. Come on. It's okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. No, okay. Sit on mommy. She's just not feeling the best. Bye. I feel like I didn't answer the questions right, and I feel like don't fall back. I know you love bingo.
So cute.
Say thank you.
Peekaboo. You want that? Say peekaboo. Yeah, she stole my heart when she first came through the door. I was like, oh my God, she's so adorable. She's like Kimberly.
Give a hug, give a kiss.
She's rocking the baby. That's what she learned from you. When you were going through a lot of stuff, you still let her feel loved and protected.
When I first became homeless, I remember staying a couple nights in my car, and that was really hard because I felt horrible for my daughter that she had to sleep in a car seat the whole couple nights. And like, did I park not in a safe area where the cops are gonna come by and be like, ma'am, what are you doing in your car at 3 a.m. with your child?
Yes.
You're just hugging the baby.
I know, because it's like you did her. I watched you. I made sure that she's safe, because my job is to keep you safe and keep her safe as well.
When I looked up resources to help homeless mothers, drop-ins came up.
Covenant House is a drop-in center for homeless youth, and we got to eat food, have a safe place to stay during the day that I wasn't so vulnerable on the street. But then they also have caseworkers there.
So now we're only working on a to-do list. So we're going to do a to-do.
Okay. Is there like a list of like all the Section 8 housing buildings? The last time I looked, it said I was on a wait list for 25 years.
Yes.
And I
But
was
it doesn't hurt to be on there, because sometimes they say, you know what, we're going to open the list up. But that is a 25 year. Okay, you're going to check in once a week. And the second goal is, I know you talked about going to school or getting a job.
Yeah, I do want to go back to school, nursing school. I also really wanted to do something in social work because of my internship at the night ministry, because I advocate for definitely moms with kids.
You sound like a social worker already. Remember when you first came? Remember you were afraid, terrified more so because we had your baby with you. I got that. And that was my biggest concern, was helping you where you're at.
Yeah, because the shelter wasn't really the best. There was a lot of things going on. So staying at the shelter, there were ups and downs to it. I didn't have to stay in my car. I didn't have to couch surf anymore. So that was definitely a positive. But the longer I stayed there was more troubles that came up.
The first day he gave me, he was like, Mr. Pastor, some guys were trying to take my car. And I was like,
There was this guy there that he knew that I had a car because that's where I kept all my stuff at. He asked me if I could take him to steal phones, basically. So I told him no, and that's when he was saying, I know where you stay, I know where you go, and that really freaked me out. He then sent his friends on me to use my car for things or do different deals for them. The last guy, he got really aggressive with me, and it really scared me, and that's where I was like, okay, this isn't going away anytime soon. I'm gonna have to go somewhere else.
you handled that. You did. I know they had to be hard.
It was hard, yeah, but I'm happy that we're safe now and that I did get through them. I just don't want to be so down again.
I could hear your voice now when you first came in. You like talked in a whisper, and you didn't ask a lot. And I'm like, Kimberly, we're here. You have to ask us because I don't know what you need. He was like, they're gonna be sick. That's gotta be involved. I'm like, no, you're homeless, no. And that's an understandable fear. To know that you're homeless because they take your baby from you. And
When I was staying at my first shelter, I was standing at the door. This lady walks by and she was like, what are you doing? Well, I was like, I'm staying here waiting for the shelter. And she was like, and you're a mother? You ain't older. It made me feel sad and angry that like, who is she to just judge me?
okay, so now we got.
And I was scared that like she was either gonna call the cops or call DCFS.
It wasn't neglect. You were helpless. It's a big difference. I got your story. I got you. And I'm just glad you felt safe to share it because we talked about a lot of stuff.
Yes, we did.
I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. You're fine with us. You're okay.
Yeah, it really was my biggest.
I know. I saw it on you. When we have groups and stuff, you might want to come and do a group on being a teen mom. The fear of being a teen mom on the streets.
That would be amazing. I would love to do that and talk about what I went through so other mothers can be like, okay, I'm not alone.
Yeah. What else you go?
Come on, Jasmine. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. A lot of the women that are homeless, they're coming from worse situations. Things that happened to me should have never happened to a child. Losing my dad, I mean, he did just completely abandon all of his children, and my mom took it really hard. She was struggling as a single mom, and I mean, I'm a single mom too, so I know the struggle. You got it, Jasmine. I know that she didn't want to hurt us because she was struggling with her own issues, but because I was the oldest, I felt like I had to take everything. Really look out for my siblings and be there for them and be the adult. You wanna go up again? You can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. But it just seemed like she took it out on me. She would always say things like, oh, you have like a really big stomach, or you have too much cellulite, or you're fat, or you're a bitch, or you're a slut. Listening to all those things about me, I started to believe it. I thought about suicide a lot as a kid. Are you having fun, Jasmine? Yeah. I mean, I didn't even know I was gonna have a kid at the time, but I just wanted to make my life better, and I knew the only way to do that was to get out. It lingers with me. It doesn't go away. And I knew that I would not be in a good enough mental health state to raise my daughter while trying to find myself. That really shaped me into who I am today, that you have to be adaptable and you have to keep on going no matter what happens, and that if anything bad is happening, that you can always turn it around and make it positive. I really thought about the times that I had to go through where I felt alone, and I don't want my daughter to go through the same. And I'm trying to parent a different way. I don't want to treat my daughter as if she has to change herself in order to be loved. And I just want her to know that I love her no matter what, and not take my insecurities, my struggles that I have throughout the day, take that out on her.
Good job, Jeffrey! Heart is flowing. Sade definitely has.
This is incredible that we're able to get this opportunity and you guys are able to share your thoughts directly with people who have the ability to make change. So I'm excited for you guys.
We're going to Washington, D.C. to meet with elected officials to talk about more shelters for homeless youth.
The programs that are impacted by the Runaway and Homeless Youth Act are all the ones down here, including transitional living, which includes maternity group homes or parenting programs and things like that. So
this is really the major piece of legislation out there that deals with young people who are unhoused. Most of the other pieces of legislation at the federal level, young people are kind of like looped in with everyone experiencing homelessness, right? And so this is very specific to your needs. So that's what's great about this legislation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think folks will have a real impact on kind of how this rolls out. And so I'm excited to set up that meeting and help y'all prepare for it.
Thanks.
Cool.
thank you, Ted.
Yep, anytime if you have questions, let me know.
But now that we have more specifics of what we're actually going to be talking about, look at these points and see which ones are the most, well, the ones that stand out to you the most and the ones that are most impactful to you and Jasmine.
Are we able to talk about shelters too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely would. I know that you're passionate about expanding beds and making sure that everybody has a safe place to be. So you can speak about that. When you guys speak the way that you do, with the passion that you have, I mean, that needs to land somewhere in front of the ears of people who can make those changes. So here we go. Let's see what we can do. Youth for Truth taking over.
You see the bird, Jasmine? It's gonna be your first day of daycare. You're gonna make lots of friends, okay? Oh, nice to meet you too. I feel empty without her. Like, I'm so used to doing everything with her and being by her all the time. I just miss her. She's gonna be fine.
Thank you for meeting with me, Kimberly. I was thinking we could just talk about kind of any feedback that you have for how Streetlight's been going and your participation in it. All of the feedback y'all had about the app, the resources we were missing. It was just really helpful listening to you all.
Streetlight is an app that Chicago Coalition of the Homeless is making that helps homeless people with resources such as clothing and food and legal services, and I'm on the committee to make that happen.
And I'm just really grateful that we kind of inadvertently started this little community where we could exchange information.
That's why I really wanted to join this whole thing, because it felt like I was really gonna give back, and I just I know I've been through this and I know other people are going through this. Now what can I do to make a change?
Yeah.
When I didn't have my shelter to go to, like, I didn't know where else to go, and like I didn't know how to do things myself. So I had to spend a night in the hospital because it was too late to find somewhere to stay. So I'm really excited for the app because I know it has that resource.
You should feel empowered and autonomous when you have to be in this situation that is like not the most fun to be in.
Yeah. The advocacy work that I do, I just want to be able to be the person that I felt like I didn't have when I was homeless.
Okay.
Okay.
So I put in a little bit of information. That's it in the corner.
Oh my gosh, that's so wait. Can you go back? Oh my gosh, I love that.
And then this is the home page.
It's hard when you're going through so much by yourself and you feel like you don't have anyone to turn to. And how do you even put the words together to look up for even what you're looking for? I want to be there to help them be like, I know what you mean, and this is how it's going to help you.
And then
That's really nice for hospitals because if no one else has anywhere to go, at least they have like police stations or hospitals.
I think we have to add a note that that's what you can do at these locations. Like I feel like people might not know that. So we should add a little like info button. I have been starting to put in information. So there's not a lot in these right now. I think there's like an example one. And then we have a list of services, expect food, and some hot meals.
Yeah, and also if you need to know the times, I have the times of when they serve meals.
Oh, that's an interesting thing to include. That's a really good idea.
Also for the laundry, because I know like on Broadway Youth Center, they stop serving lunch at like 1.
Ooh,
And then like laundry, you have to get there before 1.
No, I like that a lot because we can add this little ... to like anything. So if we made it consistent that like the laundry times and like the meal times, I think that'd be really helpful for folks.
Yes, definitely would be helpful because I had no clue.
Totally. You specifically have been giving really good feedback.
I think you're doing a really amazing job. I'm so happy I'm working with you. And like I want to be involved in so much more, so.
Our team is hiring an intern for marketing in general. Did you see that email? Okay, wait, let me show you.
It's amazing how I've seen myself grow from first coming here and being scared to talk to anybody, being shy, now where I am, where I'm really trying to put myself out there and I'm talking to people and I'm making connections. Yeah, I would definitely apply for it because I'm starting to get more into social media. So thank you so much for the opportunity. I really appreciate that. I didn't even know that. Hi. Hi.
So there's a little bit of a change to the itinerary in DC. Well, everything is staying the same with the first day. And then day 2, we're gonna do the guided Capitol tour. And then here's where things have changed a bit. So Ted called me this morning and he got a call from the folks that we were supposed to sit down with for our meeting, and they are no longer available, which is really a bummer, very unfortunate. But Ted has arranged to do a tour and talk with folks who work in the Supreme Court building. So there's still going to be opportunity to speak to people. It just might not be the original conversation that we had planned. But want to hear what your guys' thoughts are about that.
I'm really shocked that it really happened so last minute.
Yeah, I agree, Kimberly. It's a major bummer that it happened last minute.
It's disappointing that we're not going to be able to meet with the elected officials and talk about shelters for homeless youth.
Let's keep our fingers crossed, our hopes high, that we're still able to get in front of some folks. But in the meantime, we're still going to have a great time learning, exploring, and putting our stamp of Youth for Truth on DC. Somehow, some way, we will still do that.
Are we able to lobby?
That's a good question. I would hope so. I just don't know what form that's going to look like.
If we can just stand around, we may not be able to meet those officials that we were going to talk to, but maybe we can come across some other ones and then we're going to be able to have a chance to talk to them about our stories and everything and get the word out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I like where your head is at. You're always thinking in the right headspace of, okay, well, this isn't going to happen anymore, so what can we do to still get our impact across? So we'll figure it out when we get there.
Bye.
Bye, Maya.
But now it's time to move on and get to the next thing. Here's a video of the plane. I'm really happy with how it came out. See, like, look, that's just so really pretty. So when we got to DC, we walked to the different museums. We went to the African American Museum first, and it was very educational. And after that, we went to the Botanic Garden. It was so pretty, like the scenery. I got to sit down and just watch it. But this is a picture I took. And I also took a picture of a flower. On the second day, we toured the Capitol building and we went to go see Congressman Mike Quigley's office.
I would say that honestly, like out of, and I'm not saying it just because it's our office, but like this is like the nicest. Definitely. So this is the Congressman's office. This is the coolest part, so we'll probably just...
I was just thinking how hard and how much time it really takes to like pass a bill or pass a vote or just get anything moving. But it also made me realize that that place is like a place where dreams could be heard. So I think it's a place that possibilities can come true.
Everything that I've been through, I've always wondered, why am I going through this? And I feel like my purpose is to serve. I know it sounds like an absurd idea. I really want to be able to buy a building and turn that building into a place for people who need to stay. Like, how am I gonna do that? Like, that seems impossible. And I know it feels like that now, but I feel like I'm gonna be able to do that in the future. Oh, she's looking at the little kid. Oh, my baby. I never really thought about this because of all the things that I went through as a child, but I would like to have a husband. And I would like to have a family. All done. I'm gonna open it back up. That's all I ever want for Jasmine, is just to be a happy family and be able to have a husband that I feel like is like my best friend and that I feel like they're not gonna harm me in any way. I really, really hope that works out for me. And I hope she can grow up into whatever she wants to be. She has my love no matter what she wants to do, as long as like she doesn't forget about me. Good job! You want the kitty? I feel like there's times that we may fight. I know that the kids will always love their moms and the moms will always love their kids. I wrote something down.
Do you want to read it to me?
Is that okay?
Why not?
Okay. If there's one thing I want you to take from this documentary, is to not look at us and just judge us, but to really feel how we feel if you were to be in our shoes. We just want love and to spread love to others and to help people, because the pain going through it, I wouldn't want anyone else to go through that, and I wish other people could see that too.